Good. We are live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the this evening session. This session is titled The Music Explorer's Playbook, your guide to music resources. And I will be your host for this session. My name is Mr. Sixtus Okoro. I describe myself as a classical musician. I'm an ardent lover of classical music. I am a music promoter. I am a sheet music transcriptionist and a xylophonist. So I'll be taking you today on this beautiful session. But before we proceed, I'll be sharing my slide. I prepared a slide for this session. I'll be sharing my slide quickly so that we'll all be on the same page. Please, if you can see my screen, show it a thumbs up. I'm presenting it now. Please confirm that you can see my screen with a thumbs up. Awesome. So, like I said, welcome to this session. In an age of endless digital possibilities, we are currently in what we describe as the AI age, or the future of internet innovation. We have reached the threshold that anything is possible with technology today. Discovering and accessing music's resources has never been much easier. It's so much more easier today. This presentation will guide you through the vast online landscape, helping you unlock a world of musical learning, practice, and enjoyment. So let me be your guide into this world of vast, endless musical possibilities. Thank you for trusting in me, believing in me to guide you on this journey. All right. Introduction: assessing music resources before the advent of the internet. All right, so before the internet, accessing music resources was so much more labor intensive, all right, and geographically restrictive. So let me take you back through history, or back to my childhood days, and back to the early, let's say, music in Nigeria started evolving from the missionaries. The missionaries brought education, they brought religion, and part of it was music education. So we see some of the missionaries were musicians, some of the volunteers were musicians. They taught some Africans and some, young converts the organ, the keyboard. Some even taught the violin to some, and also we have to agree that music has always been part of our culture, but the standard Western style of music, which we know today and which is being acknowledged every part of the world, the standard Western style of music, which we all know today, was brought to us by the missionaries. And what we have today, as we have it, was handed over to us by the missionaries. So today we have a lot of persons that have studied music in the university. We have a lot of seasoned choral directors from the times of Felaso Ende, the times of late Sam Ojukwu, the times of Professor Olazekweme. Those are like the first generation of what the world would describe as professional musicians. Now, on my own life story, because I want to relate everything to our personal experience, I grew up in a music family, surrounded by music, right from childhood. My dad is a chorister, he's a choir master, so I'm always surrounded by music. I remember back then growing up in my visitor's room, there used to be one old Casio CT-700 keyboard, very fancy stuff. I just love pressing the buttons, playing the tone bank, testing one or two songs. And I also love exploring his music collections. You see those old music scores. that used to be very old. They used to type them with typewriter, typewritten. Some of them are written with long lecture notes. They were so long, those long A3 paper. So music before then, before you were able to get, maybe for example, Handel Messiah, you had to travel to meet somebody that has it, photocopy it. It was very intentional. For me to get to a score, I have to actually research, go to a library, seek out music professionals that could have it, order for the book, and wait for it to be shipped to you. So before the internet came about, all these things were more of word of mouth, radio broadcasts. It was labor intensive. Picture towards the time of maybe Rachmaninoff, the time of those late 19th century composers, when technology was still kicking off, the fourth industrial revolution, when we don't have the internet. All these things we are still very much manual. For you to have a concert, you have to print um, publicity flyers. You have to share these flyers. You have to go sell tickets from hand to hand. You have to do a whole lot of things to get your music out there. You have to give your scores to um, ensembles, to orchestras to perform, so that more people will hear your work. And for research and for educational purpose, people have to visit the library, the local store, have to write to composers to access their material. So a whole lot of this is time consuming, and the access to these resources were often limited by location, wealth, and social connection, making it a challenge for many to pursue their passion for music. So accessing music resource was a big hustle. In fact, it was a full-time work then. Now, navigating the digital soundscape, the power of digital access. Now, today we have the internet. Online music resources have revolutionized how we discover, learn, and create music. They offer an unparalleled library of sound and knowledge right at our fingertips. So our objective is to empower you, the music enthusiast, to effectively navigate this digital soundscape and access the highest quality, most relevant music resources available online. Now, how do you access your music resources? Finding it from the comfort of your home. There are 4 broad ways to access your music resources. One, you have the free and public domain. This is the legally open accessible music space for your music scores. You often get this music and you get license to do this under Creative Commons. What do you mean by public domain work? These are works that have exceeded probably 70 years and above. These works have been brought out to the public space. These are those older hymns which we know in the ancient and modern, all those hymns of the 1800s, 1900s, the early first, second, fourth till date. These songs are in public domain. It doesn't really have to be necessarily 70 years and above hymns. There are some songs which are still being composed today, which the composer willingly gives it out to the public, like Sally Defoe. Sally Defoe is a composer. She's alive and she's still hard and hearty, but all her songs are public domain. Like, she freely gives it out for use. You are allowed to arrange, you are allowed to work with it, perform without necessarily seeking permission from the composer or the arranger or from the estate that is managing the music, because some person's music are managed by an estate or by a business. So this is free, open source. You use the term free, public domain. Those that are in the world of software engineering will say open source. So it's open source. You are free to get your hands on it and do whatever you want to do with it. The next one is paid subscriptions. Paid subscriptions is what you get these music resources from a platform. These platforms can be a streaming platform or a specialized learning platform or a sheet music publishing platform. Okay. Some sheet music publishing platforms do with subscriptions. Maybe you access your digital library, you subscribe to access the digital library. Now, music libraries, these are dedicated websites. They may not be free necessarily. It says free, but it may not be necessarily free. These websites and the archives and online libraries help the host unique collection of music resources. There are so many of them. We'll get to that. Online communities is another place. Forums, social media groups, and community sites for discovery and discussion. We all know the popular WhatsApp. Many of us get our hands on music scores through the WhatsApp communities, through Telegram communities, Facebook communities. The list goes on and on, you know. So this is basically, this categories helps you to efficiently allocate time and budget to your music exploration. Now, before we get into the practicals and all whatnot, we need to discuss some legal terms. We have copyright and fair use, respecting creators in the digital age. Creativity is a continuum, and every artist builds upon the legacy of those who came before. So, like I was explaining, music in Nigeria was handed over to us by missionaries and explorers. These people came with their style of Western music. Now we have to build on it, add our own elements, and continue to improve, learn, experiment, research, and bring out new ways to represent music. Now, copyright here helps me to protect my original music work, granting creators exclusive rights to reproduce, distribute, and perform their compositions. Understanding copyright is crucial for ethical engagement with online music resources. There is something we call licensing and permissions. For users, beyond fair use is what? Maybe I want to use maybe 15 seconds or less than a minute clip or your soundtrack to run maybe my product, or maybe I have a program, I'm running a YouTube channel. I use your soundtrack as a background track. I acknowledge you, and under the Fair Use Act, I'm permitted to actually use it within a certain way. As far as I'm not using it to make money for myself commercially, I am permitted to use it. Maybe I can do a cover, remix, refix, and so on and so forth. Even some composers bring out harmonization challenges and so many other challenges. You use their work under fair use. And you can also obtain proper licenses and permission before you perform a work. I was discussing with a friend the other day regarding this licensing and permission. There's difference between purchasing a score. There's difference between performing a score. So I purchased, maybe I purchased a score from Dan Forest, for example. Maybe I purchased Jubilate Deo, for example. Jubilate Deo by Dan Forest, for example. It's a full choral work, right? I purchased one score. I cannot go and photocopy that one score I purchased for my choir. That is illegal. One, I need to purchase it for how many choristers I'll be singing in my ensemble. For example, we have 25 choristers. I have to purchase 25 copies. If it's a digital copy, they could permit me to purchase one and make a photocopy, but it has to be written expressively. Then, after making this photocopy and working on it, I cannot record their video and post on YouTube without getting license from Dan Forest, for example. If you guys are still with me, please give me a thumbs up. Let me be sure that I'm sharing information to you guys. Awesome, I'm seeing thumbs up. Great. Then, many platforms offer direct licensing options for educational or performance purposes. Understanding fair use. Like I said, fair use allows limited use of copyrighted materials without permissions for purposes like criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. We see this a lot with a lot of YouTubers. You see them criticize the performance, analyze, for example, a movie reviews. What's the buzzing movie around now? Okay, we're all talking about Avengers Doomsday coming out December 2026. There's a whole lot of trailer. You see a lot of reactions online. You see a lot of people reacting to One Punch Man, for example, season 3 online. You see a lot of reactions like AFCON is going on. Somebody can just talk a bit about it, take a clip from the football match and upload. That's fair use. You understand? It's allowed. It's allowed. Then public domain, like I told you, public domain, they're no longer protected by copyright, free to use, and do whatever you want to do with it. So once we understand this now, we'll now know, because sometimes legal issues come up, especially for people that are living outside the shores of Nigeria. In this part of the world, these things are not really strictly followed based on our laws and not been have not evolved. Our society has not evolved to appreciate music as a full respected. In fact, even the big names like the big names like Two-Face, the big names like, what are they? The pop hip hop artists, the Grammy Award winning Burna Boy. So these guys are still struggling with these issues about copyright. They are still struggling with these issues about this copyright infringement. So nobody is really immune from the problems of copyright. All right. So let's go to the next slide. Now we are coming to the digital library, where to find sheet music and textbooks, because I know that's the one that is a whole lot of us here are interested in this part of it. Sheet music, textbooks, resources. From the survey, from the form which we filled, a whole lot of us here say that we have a little limited knowledge about how to source for sheet music, and many of us are interested in learning about how to access sheet music resources, how to get general knowledge of how to navigate the online space to access the sheet music resources. So what I'll be doing is I'll be taking us through some of the popular sheet music resource libraries, and I'll be sharing my slides. My slides come with all these websites are hyperlinked, so you can easily click on the link and it will direct you to the website. I took my time to prepare it, so it will be easy for anybody. Once you go through the slides, any website you click on the link, it will redirect you automatically to the website. So after this class, I'll be sharing it shortly. So, and please, if there is any other resources that I did not list, please feel free to add them on the chat box so I can update it to the slide. It will be interesting that we get to learn more. Okay. Let's start from the public domain libraries. This, like I already explained to you what public domain is. Okay. Okay, I might have to exit from presenter mode to open these links. Okay. All right, let's start one by one. We may not really go into all of them, but there are some that are very, very prominent that you should know. Okay, this one is moosopen.org. Let me visit this link. Okay, moosopen.org is one of the leading open source sheet music libraries. It is known for not just sheet music, it's also known for audios, it's also known for music resources like, let it open, I'll show it. Known for audios, is known for sheet music, is also known for other music resources like books and notes. So can be reached. Most open. Let me do it the conventional way. Most open. So let me share my whole screen so that we'll all be seeing what I'm doing. Please confirm that you can see. Awesome, awesome. So this is it, moosopen.org. This is the interface. This is how it looks like, most open. It says set music free. And of course, you'll be wary of hardware. That stuff that popped up now is an hardware, like ads. These ads will want to redirect you to another website. So look at it. It has what? You click here to access what? Royalty-free classical music. Like you can download audios. Royalty-free. What does royalty-free means? That if you upload these audios in your performance or as a background track of your video, you will not be paying the royalties to another person. If you monetize the video, all the gains and proceeds will come to you. Okay, it's trying to verify that I'm human. So royalty-free music, here we have it. We have it allows you to what? Browse and download royalty-free music by composer, performer, instrument, tag, form, or time period. All right, it makes it very easy for you to explore. Look at, if I want to search for a song that is maybe romantic, sad, happy, I don't want to use this particular category. This is what I love. I love browsing by composer. You can check for Bach, you can check for Wolfgang, you can check for Beethoven, Chopin, Schubert, piano, voice, orchestra. This is if you want to browse by composers, you click on what? All composers. Then you type the name of the composer. You want to browse by instrument, you select the particular instrument. Maybe I want to download a recorder concerto, for example, or a violin, um, you know, or a piano, symphony. I can just click on piano or organ, let's say, piano. Then time periods, you can select the periods. In music, there are different eras. We have 21st century, 20th century, the Baroque, classical, early, Renaissance, and so on and so forth. You can just select the one that fits and apply these filters. If you don't want to do that, you can just browse through it like this. Look at, because I clicked on piano, I'm seeing Nocturne. Nocturne is a piano, okay, piano sonatas, and so on and so forth. This is because I selected piano, all right? If I still select another instrument, for example, I select choir and orchestra, all right? Without even searching for it, I'll start seeing what choir and orchestra. This is Beethoven Symphony Number 9. It's choir and orchestra. You see it's instruments. It will show you choir and orchestra. If there's a particular song I'm looking for, okay, let me check the chart. Is there any particular classical music that is a bit difficult for you to find? You see them majorly here. These are for songs that are what? Open source. Open source. What do I mean? They are free to access. All those classical music. I like using the term classical music because it covers everything I'm trying to say. Sheet music. Now, if I click on sheet music, for example, see what I'm seeing here. You'll be seeing names of different composers, sheet music of different composers. Okay, this Charles Gounod, this Foster Stevens, Gerber Fora, Edgar, okay, this Vorak, yes, Debussy, Ravel, and so on and so forth. If you want any particular song, you can even browse by instruments. Like, for example, I want to search, I can come here and search Beethoven, did I spell it well? Okay, Beethoven, and then I just search for Beethoven. Okay, this is another composer, or you can search all music by the composer. It is highly customizable depending on what you're looking for. So guys, let me check the charts. Is there any person, can I search for any song on a particular part, like searching for bass voice solos or contralto voice solos? We are coming to that. I would show you how to go about that shortly. We are coming to that. Any other person in the charts? Okay, nothing much. We are coming to that. So back to this. Maybe I want to search a work by Mozart, for example. You can come here and you see Mozart's pieces. You see his top 10. You see, if you want to search for an aria or arietta or a ballet, for those that are music students, music professionals, you understand most of these forms and these terms. Sometimes you'll be required to make a research, you're required to perform this in your recitals, you perform a rondo, or you perform a sacred music. My favorite genre is sacred music. You click on sacred music, you'll be seeing Mozart's Great Mass in C minor, Missa Brevis, C major, Misericordias Domini, Vespera de Dominica, Missa Brevis in C major. Let me just click on this one to show you how it's done. You click on this piece, then you see, sorry about this. Like I told you, most of this website have ads. This is an ad. You see it? Stop seeing this ad. Not interested. Even if you do this, you still be seeing more ads anyway. So look at, this is the Missa reviews I want to download. So I'll click on what? Download sheet music. And it automatically downloads here. Let me open it so you guys can see. This is, I've downloaded this Missa reviews by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. You see it? And the scores are actually very good. You can see the scores are actually very good, well written. And if you want to browse by publisher, maybe you want to browse Novello edition, you want to browse another publisher edition, that will be on IMSLP because IMSLP has that kind of customization, but we're coming to that. So like I just showed you how to download on Moose Open. The same applies for the radio. It has Moose Open Radio. You can listen to the radio on the go, free streaming of classical music radio. This is just live radio. This is live radio now. Most open radio is always playing classical music anytime. Maybe on your journey, you just want to listen to music, classical music without caring about maybe who is the composer. You just want to listen to an endless stream of classical music. You can just come to most open radio and stream classical music on the go. Then you see apps. When you come to apps, I think they have some specialized web apps that help teachers learn, practice, and so on and so forth. So these apps now, you see this Adagio. Adagio is a web app that helps teachers run their music studio. What does that mean? It can help you schedule classes, performance, and manage billing in one place. This one may not be 100% free because they have mentioned billing. It says track practice time. Look at, this is a teacher now with his students. This is Oscar Richard, one of my students. This is Cody Fisher. I've given them what to do. And once they are on this app practicing, I'll be seeing how long they've practiced and probably their progress. So this helps you to manage your students and keep track of your billing. And you can also give assignments. Look at it, for example, this week, I want everybody to have a look at this, Beethoven's early career, and choose a piece that will help you, that you will learn and play in front of the class next Monday. This is just a simple way of using it as a teacher. I'm still going to talk about these resources, which music teachers and music professionals use in their classrooms. But this one now is part of Most Open. That's why I'm exploring it with you guys. You can use the practice with Adagio. Then it has a form of payment. It's not free. You see, it has I think you can use it to earn money and other things too. It says simplify billing by letting Adagio send billing reminder, flexible payment option, including online payments and credit cards. Keep track of payments owned or paid in simple dashboard. Adagio can even automate cancellation policies. Say it's charging 50, 75%, 50%. I think it can help you actually collect the money for your services. You understand? Because it's free. Anything on Musk Open is free. So the billing here is about you receiving your payment for your services. Let me see if there's another app here. Other apps. We have this practice app. The practice app is a simple way to track how often you practice and how long. Help you set goals and earn badges. You see, you can download it on Play Store. You can get it on Apple Store. Can help you, practice. I've not really tried out this app, but it seems interesting. So enough of Moose Open. Let's check another website. Free Music Archive. Like I said, all these links are, I hyperlinked them. The links are here on this slide, so don't worry about it. This slide covers everything. Free Music Archive. Free Music Archive, look at it. It gives you what? Instant access to independent artists and their original music. Okay. Let's see what this website looks like. Okay. Gives you access to original work. Okay. This is more of modern composers, all right? Modern composers, our contemporary composers of today. This is your rock band composers, pop composers. You may not necessarily see the old classical music here. You just see the modern day contemporary composers on this Free Music Archive. Then the Oga Bata Bata of them all, IMSLP. This is the one every classical musician should know about, IMSLP. IMSLP, or the Petrucci Music Library. IMSLP should stand for International, what acronym stand for again? Forgotten. But you're probably going to see it on the website. Let me, because there. So IMSLP is what? The world's top leading music library for public domain music. It's so incredible that this whole platform has been running for years, free of charge, free access to people. But they of course they have patrons. You can always support them if you want to, you want to give them support. You can browse by your composer name, by genre, by composer nationality, time period, score. You can even browse by publisher. Let's say I want to download Handel Messiah. I type Handel's Messiah. You can browse by publisher. I click on Handel's Messiah here. Okay. It takes me to Handel's Messiah. So look at, you see a whole lot of options. This particular one, the editor is Frederick Grislander. Okay, this is the editor of this particular version. Then the second version here, you have the copyist is John Christopher Smith. Those that are professional musicians will note that there's some little distinctions between one publisher and another publisher. You can have, this is Novello's edition. Okay, Novello's edition. Look at it, published by Novello's, Vincent Novello and Company. This is the most popular one we use. This one is another company, you know. This one is another company, and so on and so forth. So IMSLP helps you to download these scores and parts. And also for our orchestra, you can download parts. For example, I want to download the oboe 1 and 2 of Handel Messiah. I can just come here and just download this oboe 1 and 2 instead of me to download the whole full score, which is going to be bulky and maybe distracting reading the whole orchestra score. But now I can just click on oboe 1 and 2. Once you click on it, they'll tell you that there's some things you need to understand about this platform. Once you read it, you say, I understand. Then this is optional. You can support them. They're not holding you. If you don't want to pay or you are not a member, you can just wait for about 10 seconds. Look at the timer is counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the download link comes out. You click on it. And after a few seconds, it downloads. Here you have it. Oboe 1 score for Handel Messiah. This is from the symphony graph. There's the overture. That's it. And this is the oboe lines only. I don't need to start downloading the whole, elaborate score. It helps you to focus on your instruments. It helps you to, easy access. If you have a concert tomorrow, you can just go to IMSLP, download these scores and parts, and once you're okay with that particular edition, that arrangement, you can go ahead and perform it free. Nobody will hold you. Nobody will hold you for even performing it. Nobody will hold you for photocopying it and free distributing it. So it's free of charge. IMSLP is must have for every classical musician. Like I said, open source. Let's check another website. Let me check our meeting chat. Any other person, like I said, if there's any website you're using, that I have not already mentioned, please feel free to recommend. Okay, this is CPDL or Chorale Wiki. This is also another public domain, Chorale Public Domain Library. That is the meaning of CPDL. Is also similar to IMSLP. You can also browse by composer, you can browse by catalog, you can browse by instruments. Just come here and search. Maybe I want to, the most popular one everybody knows is Handel. I just use this keyword and search, and then you see Handel's page. Everything that concerns him is choral works that are available on this website will come out. You choose the one you want. It's even separated into different forms, music forms, cantatas, arias, oratorio, opera, and so on and so forth. Now, let's look at another public domain. 8 Notes. 8 Notes. Let's visit 8 Notes. This is 8 Notes. So, most of these public domain websites may not have all the composers you are looking for. So, I'll still come to show us how to use web search very well, search engine optimization. So you may not necessarily have to be visiting these websites one by one, but if you know how to use web search very well, it becomes a walk in the park. But why I'm explaining most of this website is so that if you find yourself in the website, you find a way to navigate easily. 8 notes is similar to these other ones I've mentioned. You just need to click on the group of instruments. Maybe you want to get a string quartet by a composer, or you just want to go straight to the composer. It's similar to these other ones. The same thing. Learning resources are also available here. Let me open on learning resources. This is music theory. You click on music theory, you get some lessons. You see, that's useful. This is for 8 notes. Then pianote. Pianote, I think it's for piano scores. Yes, it's majorly for piano scores, and it's all free. Even for the popular ones today, like Adele's work, you can get a small piano arrangement of this. Let me just click on that, for example. Okay, why is coming up? Okay, this one is not opening. Let me go back to this. Okay, popular songs. This one is more of contemporary songs, more of okay, Ed Sheeran. This one is Ed Sheeran. Contemporary, you see Ed Sheeran, you see all this. How would you feel? Ed Sheeran PDF. I want to download this, for example. I can click on download sheet music or MIDI or hear it. Once I click on hear it, it can show me the score where it's played on YouTube. Like this is the score now that I want to download. Okay, this is the arrangement I want to download. The score of this particular distance. So let me go back to, let's not waste too much time on this. I want to download the score. I click on download sheet music and okay, I think this particular link has a problem. Don't worry about it. Let's go to another website. Like I said, all these websites, you can just explore them. Not all the links may work. Some of these websites are updated from time to time. But why I'm sharing it here is because they share free resources. Mutopia project, same thing. You can browse by instruments, composer style, or collections. You see, all music on this website, Mutopia, may be freely downloaded, printed, copied, distributed, modified, performed, and recorded. Yeah, I remind you that it's open source. All right, let's check another one. G major music theory. I know some of us did not know that there are so many websites like this. I can't see what you're sharing. Is it only Pascal that can't see this? Please confirm that. Can you all see me? Somebody should unmute and say something, please.
Yes, you're visible.
And can you see the screen I was sharing? Can you see this screen now? Can you see
Yes.
this? Awesome. So Godwin, if you are not seeing it, you can probably exit the call and join back immediately so that maybe it's from your internet. All right, let me proceed. G major music theory.
The screen is visible.
All right, thank you. G major music theory. This is also a website that you can get free piano music and free guitar music, and it also comes in English and Spanish subtitles. So if you want it in English, like you're a Spanish speaker, you can convert the text here to Spanish and flow. It's free and accessible. Freescores.com. This one is very popular. I know most of us here has visited Freescores at some point. The mobile version m.freescores.com. Some of us even publish our music scores on this free scores platform. This is how it looks like. Okay. All right. Let me check. So I added these other two websites because I also noticed that some of us here, majority of us here are Catholics. This is where you get free Catholic music resources. Corpus Christi Watershed or CC Watershed. This is a website where you get free Catholic sheet music, you get organ, you get Latin, you get different music for different seasons. You just need to use the there's one particular newsletter where they put all their free music resources. Okay, PDF downloads 5 Palestrina pieces. You can even search for it too. Look at it, their resources. You can download. This is for pews. Their hymn books. Their hymn books are actually sold, but some other resources too, you can get them for free. CC Watershed. Coro Laudate is another Catholic music website. This is I discovered this one is from a music group that is based in Portugal. This music group, they archive their scores. So if you want to access, you click on repertoire. There's their repertoire. You can always convert. You can always convert this thing. You can always convert it to English. This is for their religious songs. This one is songs about the Holy Spirit or about okay, you can see "And the Glory of the Lord," "Glory to God," and some other popular ones, "Ave Maria," and so on and so forth. It's so much. They have so many songs here available. So many songs, different categories. You can convert it to English so you can understand the categories. This one is chorale. Okay, this one is a French-based chorale. That's also look at it. I can click on English to convert it to English language, for example. And then all the text to convert to English language. Welcome. This is if I want to check out their mass books. Most of these books are free. Some of them also have look at it. I want to click on Mass, Psalms, Liturgy of the Hours, and so on and so forth. This is different Mass. Agnus Dei by different composers. Alleluias. After a collection of Alleluias, you see different parts of the Mass. Order of the Mass. Then hymnary. Hymnary is for hymns. Public domain library for hymns. Hymnary is also very popular. You can search for hymns. You can get text. You can even get PowerPoint slides of some of these hymns. Now, let's enter the Creative Commons. I've just explored a handful of the free domain. Like I said, if there is Frank Obi says he can't see too. Okay. Like I said, you can log out and log back. If anybody else can't see, you can always use the raise your hand and then tell me that you can't see. Let me see if I would go back. Well, like I said, this session is recorded and it's still recording. So all these things will come out clearly in the recording. All right. MuseScore, when it comes to Creative Commons, these are platforms for music creators who wants to share their work, for specific uses. Often require attribution. Maybe you want to perform that work, you just attribute, maybe you say the music by maybe Joseph Martins, for example. I don't think his work is actually free for this type. Music by Joseph Martins, then arranged by so and so person. So let me click on this first one, MuseScore. MuseScore is not just for composing or writing, transcribing sheet music. It's also for, it has one of the largest sheet music library. Let me click continue. It has over 5 million scores on this platform. MuseScore is the GOAT of sheet music library generally. I click on scores, for example. You have piano, you have violin, saxophone, classical music, pop. There are so many scores here. Okay, let me tell you the hack that comes to MuseScore. MuseScore has subscription. MuseScore is not free. Quite all right. But as a member, you have some perks, you have some advantages. As a MuseScore member, you can publish your own song, your own arrangements. You can also what do I say? You can publish your score. You can use MuseScore's Pro for the free trial. There's free trial enabled for MuseScore. Within your trial period of 1 week, I think they reduced it to 1 week. Before it was 1 month. about 5 years ago, it was 1 month. When I started up on UScore, it was 1 month, but they cut it down to 1 week. Okay, but even within that 1 week, you can use it to access a whole lot of music score, all the music score available. And one other big news I need to share with you: MuseScore, not too long ago, bought the company How Leonard. How Leonard is now part of MuseScore universe. So you can also access some in quotes paid sheet music, professional sheet music on MuseScore, as you can access them as the pictures, or you cannot download it actually, but you can access that picture and then download the pictures and convert. That process is a bit lengthy. Let me see if I can demonstrate. Let me demonstrate it with I want you guys to be making requests, any song that you have been looking for, so that we can be practicalizing these things with your own requests. Is there any song you have been finding difficult to, to find, or any sheet music? So I can be using your own example. You'll be seeing it playing out. Please, I want this class to be very much interactive. Okay, let me look for a song now. Let me see. Oh Love. Oh Love by Elaine Hagenbuck. Elaine Hagenbuck. Oh Love by Elaine Hagenbuck. Okay, no results. Let me search. Let me just search Dan Forest, for example. Okay, Dan Forest. All right, see what is written here. It says what? Official. This one that is what? Official is the official licensed sheet by this composer. That means this is the same sheet music you would see in the official sheet music publishing websites. Okay, look at this. You see how Leonard is published by How Leonard onto the MuseScore platform directly. You see, it's the official website. If you now want to download it to now redirect you to How Leonard, but because of why I can't see the full access is because I am not using MuseScore Pro. Assuming I am probably using MuseScore Pro. Remember, I told you subscription based. And if I'm using MuseScore Pro and I want to download it without necessarily going to How Leonard, I'm paying for it. I can just right click. Okay, this thing works way much better on phone. You right click on this and then download this picture. Download this picture here. This picture here now, this Goodnight Dear Heart, as SVG. SVG, scalable vector graphics, is one of the image file formats. Scalable vector graphics. If you're a graphic designer, you know SVG is used for web design. You download the SVG file and then you look for SVG to JPG converters online. I use 3 major ones that are very good. I'll still recommend them. I'll drop them on the chat. Let me show you an example. Let me take another example. This one will be a bit difficult. Let me just search for another song that is not official score. Okay, this is the same song, Goodnight Dear Heart. But somebody raised their hand. Go ahead. Edward, go ahead.
Please check the comments.
Okay, Edward says check the comments. Choral backup score of Now We Are Free. Alleluia from Belshazzar's Freeze by William Walton. Choral backup score of Now We Are Free is a vague request. Choral backup score. Let me show you now. Let me open website. Download Choral backup score PDF of Now We Are Free by, now is Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer. You will see Now We Are Free, but you see so many Now We Are Free. So what you are looking for, what you should be looking for is which particular arrangement, because Now We Are Free, in its nature, it was designed to have choir and solo, both from the original, a bit of it. So you should be looking for maybe a particular arrangement. So you can use the YouTube or you can use other platforms. Search for Now We Are Free. See if there's a particular arrangement, and then you now track down who is the arranger. If you don't see it, you can still click on this one. Like I said, MoveScore is open. People can make some arrangements and you find interesting and you, okay, this one is just for saxophone. Is a solo arrangement? No. This one is for chamber orchestra? No. This one is music room. This one is for sale. You want to download this, but I don't even think that, I think this one is just piano. See, it's just piano. It's just piano. All right. So, like, I will still come to teaching us how to search for music score. So for now, this choral backup score, will keep it on the hold. Hallelujah from Belshazzar's Feast by William Walton. Let me copy this. All right, let's search for this together. Download Hallelujah from Hallelujah score PDF. Notice the keyword I'm putting, score PDF. It would help me to track down exactly what I want. Once we're still going to talk about it in the SEO optimization, the search engine optimization. Look at it. Hallelujah score PDF from Belshazzar's Feast by William Walton. Is it an arranger? Divine? Is it the arranger?
Where is the composer? Composer.
No, 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 no. Hallelujah Belshazzar is by Handel. It can't be the composer. You clearly
There's
said
there's Belshazzar and there is Belshazzar. Handel is Belshazzar, but this one is Belshazzar's feast.
Belshazzar's Feast is Handel. Okay. There is this guy composed his own Belshazzar's Feast, right? Is what you're
Yes,
saying?
yes, yes.
Okay. It's fine. Let's look at what we have here. William Walton's Belshazzar's Feast. Yeah, you're correct. Academia. Sometimes you may not see exactly a part of the song, but you can see the full work. So you can simply download the full work and then track down exactly what you're looking for. Okay, this seems like let me see if it's, oh, this requires me to sign in. Most of these websites, not all of them anyway, some of them will require you to either register or maybe kind of get some kind of, even if it is the basic subscription. We have updated our terms and services. Normally, you're supposed to read this, but because we don't have time, let's just say this is an academic platform. It's for sharing research work. So I doubt if this will be a sheet music. But let me just, I don't have time to start explaining all this. Let me just copy this and paste it here. Let I would review this. Did you author any of these papers? I don't have time to get. Select a paper and click. This thing will stress me out. Look at it now. Masters is for official journals. Let me leave this. Let me leave this. Let me go to another link. Let me click. Let me check. Let me examine it again to be sure that it's actually. It says 9 pages, one file. No. You see, this one is also subscription based. Okay. The movements are Thus, Spark, Israel, Isaiah. I don't think it's even the full oratorio. You see, it's just showing me the story behind the oratorio. So it's not even the sheet music that they want to offer me. So we skip that. The next one is promising. It says 3 pages, but it's too short. I don't think it's. This is Thus, Spark, Isaiah. Probably the first movement, and it's not complete. So it's not giving me what we want. We'll go to the next one. Walton's Belshazzar's Feast. This particular website, you would have to purchase it. You would have to purchase it if you are going to this particular website. Look at it. This is the OUP edition of Walton's Belshazzar's Feast. Okay. If you click on it, you have to purchase it. Click here if you wish to order. You have to order it. So there is payment. There is payment. You buy from Preston Music. Like I said, not every music is free. Some are what? Some are purchased. All right. This particular song now is clearly you have to buy it. Let me go back to let me close some of these tabs. Don't like having too many tabs. Okay, let me go back. Let's see if we can find another place. Host the planet. No. Okay. This one is not, I don't think it's it. I think this William Walton is a modern composer, or at least in the 1900s or 1980s or thereabouts. So his song is still fully copyrighted. I think, you see, it was first performed in 1931. So it's a bit, okay, it was this year that songs performed in 1930 have become public domain this year, officially. Songs that are works or movies that are published in 1930, 1929, 1931. So I think it should be entering public domain this year. So it's with time. You probably find it in public domain very soon. This one is, what is this? I think this is a book, a research book. It's a research book, not necessarily the score. So this is some of the challenges you see when you're searching for these things. It takes patience. I may not see this exactly now, but if I keep searching and then maybe I need to visit some other libraries, I'll probably come across it. Like I said, okay, we are really wasting too much time on this and we have not gone far. So I will have to skip this request. All right. I was trying to demonstrate how to download from MuseScore. All right. Trying to demonstrate how to download from MuseScore. Okay. See what I'll do now. I'll click on Save As. Okay. No. It's not what I want to do. Click on. These things are actually easier on the mobile phone. On mobile phone view, if I right click on this sheet music like this, I can download it as SVG file and use SVG to JPG converter and convert it. So that way I can have access to this score without necessarily paying for the MuseScore expensive subscription. I don't know if you guys will mind if I use phone to demonstrate it. Let me join with my phone and then demonstrate this quickly. All right, for MuseScore, because I feel like a whole lot of resources can be accessed via MuseScore. So let me quickly join with my phone. Meanwhile, please, if you have any questions so far, what I've taught to this point, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions. All right, so nice. Let me share my screen on my phone. So I want to share my screen on my phone. Please, can you guys see my screen? If you can see my screen, show by giving a thumbs up, please. All right. So let me search Moscow. Moscow. Okay. All right. So let me do the same thing I did before. This time around, let me search Dan Forest. Okay. Remember, this is what I was trying to demonstrate. I click on this, I continue mobile web. This is what I'm trying to download, right? I'm trying to download this score. Remember, the pages are about 6 or thereabout. So I long press on this picture, and you see download image as SVG. I click on download image, right? And then I say, okay, I'll download again. The image is downloaded as SVG file. This is how it looks like as SVG file. This is how it looks like. Okay. But I want this to be JPG file so that I can easily read it. What do? I open another tab, click on SVG to JPG converter. And this is the ones I use. I use freeconverter.com, cloud converter. These first two, I use them. And there's one more I use. Okay, it's not here, but I use freeconverter.com, cloud converter, and convertio. Okay, I click on free converter. I click on choose file from device. Since it's a recent file, it should be among the recent downloads. So it won't be difficult for me to track. Okay, let me sort by newest first. So that's it, score 0. I click on it. It can allow you to upload up to 3 files on the go. And then I click convert. All right. So it will just take about roughly 10 seconds or 5 seconds to convert from SVG to JPG. Remember, JPG is the normal picture format which we can use to, print or to read scores easily. Once it finishes downloading, I can simply click on download, and then it will automatically download onto my device. See it open. Then, if I have finished downloading all these files now, what do I do? See it now, it's a normal JPG file. What will I do? I can simply use Cam Scanner. I can use Cam Scanner and assemble all the pictures together into one PDF and share or upload. So most times when my Musco, look at it now, all you're seeing here, my Cam Scanner sheet, this is an example of a song. I downloaded the pictures together and put it together. This is one by Hobson. So all those pictures now put together, this is it. Very beautiful, very clean, as original as it can be from Moscow. And now you see that I have access to both free scores and paid scores on Moscow. Remember, like I told you, you can use the 1-week free trial, use it, and even to cancel the free trial is becoming almost impossible. So what I usually do, I create burner accounts. For example, I use multiple emails, create accounts. Once I'm done with the free trial, I delete the account altogether so that they can't charge you from your card. Because your account, if you want to do free trial, for example, you must add your card details. And the only way you can stop it now, to cancel it is almost impossible. So the only you can do it is by deleting the account altogether before the trial time elapses. So this is an example of what I'm trying to show you. You can upload the pictures I've converted from SVG to JPG. And then after doing that, you can now simply import them, click on import images. I will import this one. This is just this is the only one I did for demonstration. I import it into Cam Scanner. If there are multiple, maybe the 6 of them, I will now import it into Cam Scanner. It will just take a while to load. And then I can change the title to Good Night Dear Heart by Dan Forrest. And then I usually upload them straight to my drive. So you can click on share, or you can share it to somebody. You can just change it to Good Night Dear Heart by Dan Forrest. As simple as that. Then you can click on share and share it as PDF. You see that share as PDF. I usually share it to either WhatsApp or Drive. So this is just me now trying to use, let me stop sharing my screen quickly. This is me trying to use this is me trying to use the mobile phone to access Musco. So that's just basically everything about this Muscot platform. It has over 5 million scores, easy to access, and you can download the scores free if you download it as SVG, like I showed you with your mobile phone. Convert SVG to JPG. Those, okay, go ahead, ask your question. Go ahead, Christian. Hello, Christian, we can't hear you. Christian, you have to unmute yourself. Guys, can you hear him, or is it just me? If you can hear him, show by giving a thumbs up. If you cannot hear him, show by giving a thumbs down. Guys, you see, we can't hear you, Christian. All right, let me proceed. The next platform is Scrib. Scrib is another powerful platform. It's similar to Musco, but Scrib wasn't originally designed for sheet music. Scrib is a library for all kinds of materials, textbooks, research materials, where people can share both academic, professional, semi-professional, and so on and so forth. It's like an open source library. Scrib also has subscription. It has subscriptions and so on and so forth. But you can also access sheet music here. If I click on the professional and then I go to another category, wait, it has different categories. You can access professional sheet music. Okay, I think to see sheet music, you have to go to arts and culture. You see music and artists and musicians. Okay. Artists and musicians document is loading. This is where you now see documents relating to artists and musicians. I think there's some way I'm very sure that you can see sheet music on, like a particular category where sheet music appears. Let me see all categories. Okay, music category. Okay, this is under the document side. All right, music documents relating to music, and so on and so forth. Then, how this platform works is it encourages people to upload documents, to share documents. It gives you 30 days free trial. After the 30 days free trial, you will now be encouraged to upload maybe 2, 3, or 5 or 10 documents to access another document for free. There is a way to bypass that, and that's what I'm going to show you. You can bypass that by using a script downloader. So you go to your browser, you type script downloader. This is one of the most common script downloader, and I use this one too. Let's say I want to download a file on script. Let me search for a file now. Somebody requested for a file by Ayo or Oluranti. Ayo Oluranti. A file by Ayo Oluranti. I did not have that file, but I know that if you come to Scrib, you're most likely going to find something related to another person, because a whole lot of persons want to access scores by uploading scores. Okay, so that way you can find some rare scores here. Look at this Messiah Babami, for example. Now it's popped up. I want to download the Messiah Babami from Scrib without paying for the subscription, right? What do? I click on Messiah Babami. I come here, this search bar. I click here. I copy this what link, the link to the file. Okay. Then I come to that script downloader. Remember, I've already opened the script downloader somewhere. So I click on the script downloader. Then I now paste that link I copied. Look at it. This is the link, Messiah Babami. I click on get download now. This website, sometimes it has ads and so many other things that will be popping up. It will tell you to verify. If you don't verify, you will not be able to access the download link. So you click on verify, and I click on download PDF. It will give you a countdown for 30 seconds to now give you the link to download the PDF from Script. A whole lot of persons meet me that they have, something on Script they want to download and so on and so forth. So what do? I just give them the link to a Script downloader. You copy the link and you paste it there. I've clicked on this link. It will tell you to do a reCAPTCHA exercise to prove you're not a robot. Sometimes it will tell you, it will work one time. Sometimes it will tell you to identify a car and so on and so forth. So the file is downloading, and the file has downloaded. This is it. This is that file on Script. I did not pay. I did not upload any file, and I got that file as it is on Script. So this is it. Script can be very useful if you know how to use Script downloader. There are so many files I was able to access by using Script. So let's go straight to YouTube. YouTube is one underrated, vast pool of resources. YouTube is very, 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 very underrated. Let me show you an example. For example, I want to access a score on YouTube. Maybe I want to just look at it, or maybe I want to do a transcription of a score without necessarily buying it. Let me just go to How Leonard or all these sheet music publishers like Hope Publishers and so on and so forth. Okay, I want to just check a quick sheet music. I don't have anyone in mind anyway. If you have anyone in mind, you can always drop in the chat. Like I said, I want this class to be very much interactive. Do you have anyone in the chat? Okay, we are not bringing in any requests from the chat. Let me just search.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. So there's this piece I've been looking for. I haven't seen it even on YouTube. I saw it before and I can't find it anymore. So it's what's it called? Quoniam tu solus sanctus by Handel.
Quoniam tu solus sanctus by Handel.
Yes.
Quoniam tu solus sanctus is the ending phrase of Gloria. So do you know if it is a mass?
I can't remember the large work it's from.
Okay, let me be very sure. Let me be very sure that it's Handel. Let me try to sing what I think you have in mind. If it is, you say yes.
Okay.
Quoniam tu solus sanctus. Is it?
No, this one sounds like this. Quoniam tu solus sanctus. That's what it sounds like.
Okay. The first thing I want to do is to find out and be very sure that it's Handel that composed it. So let me just do a quick YouTube search. Because the most popular one is Haydn's Lord Nelson's Mass. If you have a one by Handel, then we can now find out which work does it come out from. Okay, yeah. Handel does have his own Gloria. So let me play this a bit to be sure if it is what you have in mind. This is an ad.
I wish I have access.
Don't worry, hold on, relax.
Where is that?
I think is it. Just hold on. Is it?
What? Connie, I'm trying to. I didn't see the beginning of the score, the first note and the rest. I can't hear it.
Guys, you cannot hear this thing that's playing.
No.
Okay. What played nice? Quoniam tu solus sanctus. Quoniam tu solus sanctus.
Yes, that's it.
So this is from Handel's Gloria. Handel has his Gloria. Okay. So if you want to go about this song, I think this is in B flat major. Handel's Gloria. You can just simply go to your browser and search, download Handel's. It's easier to download the full work than just to download the part because this song is not too popular. Handel's Gloria score PDF. If we know the naming convention, like maybe HWV something something, we can actually get the naming convention by still searching on YouTube anyway. Let me search on YouTube. You'll definitely get the naming convention. So if you want to, you're looking for a song, you're confused, you don't know where to start from. Start from YouTube. Start from YouTube. It's really helpful. HWV. Okay. Don't worry. Let me continue what I was searching for. Oh, where is that search bar? About searching. Okay, I can't find it. Find it. All right, hold on. Yeah. So I clicked on Gloria in Excelsis Dale handle. Okay. IMSLP, like I told you, is one of the places you should search for first. So IMSLP only has two editions of this course. So I would click on the first one to download it. It has Gloria in Excelsis Dale for soprano, two violins, and basso continuo. So this is the song you're looking for. This is the song you're looking for. Let me go down to the quoniam part. This is it. This is it. Do ti la so do re mi fa la so fa mi do. That is it. So this is the quoniam you're looking for. Did you see how I found it?
Yes. I have access to the score. So there's a particular. Before now, I had access to one recording on YouTube. But all of a sudden, I can't even find any of the recording of this particular version on YouTube. That's what I mean.
Okay, but you just saw me. You saw it now. I actually did find the recording now. This is another one, so another performance of it. I don't know why you can't hear the audio. Can you hear the audio now?
No.
No.
Wait, it's unfortunate that I'm only hearing it. I don't know why, but this is what the soprano is saying. Is this quonium that the soprano is saying? Okay, what I'll do is I'll share the link. I'll share the link on this meeting chat. You can open it in your phone on your PC. Later, you can download the. Go ahead. Who is asking question? Go ahead, please.
I think it's because you paused the mic of the laptop or so. That's why it's not coming out. That's why we're not hearing
Okay,
it.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. So I'm sharing the link now. I'm sharing the link to this recording and the first one that has the score. The first one that was displaying the score. So one of the things too is finding the score. Another thing is also interpreting the score. So if you are someone that maybe you cannot read stuff, you might still find it a bit difficult. You may need to transcribe it. Is that fine? So that's another one altogether. That's another task altogether. Transcribing a sheet music, and that's not what we're really here to discuss. So maybe in another session. But I can actually transcribe it for you if that is something you would want. So this is it. I showed you how to get the score, and I told you that one of the biggest resource. One advantage of YouTube is you can get both sheet music, audio, and even lessons. Damn, music lessons on YouTube is innumerable. There are so many good music channels on YouTube. And I also did a recommendation on the slides. So what I was trying to show is example, I was trying to get Joseph Martin's Christmas Time. Joseph Martin, Christmas Time. He did an arrangement of Christmas Time by Michael W. Smith. He did an arrangement of Christmas Time by Michael W. Smith. This sheet music now, since he's not going to play, don't bother about it. I just want to show you something. This sheet music as it is now is being sold by Hal Leonard, and you may not be able to, or you may not be able to afford it now, or you may not want to buy it now, but you just want to do a transcription of it, or you want to look at the sheet music, or you just want to take a snapshot of it and study it or play it. You can come to YouTube and take a snapshot. Like, I was able to get my hands on the sheet music by using MuseScore. Like I explained to you, I did a MuseScore 1 week free subscription, and then I took the pictures as SVG and converted it to JPG and got a score. So you can also do that. It's a bit lengthy, like I told you. You may require to be very patient. You may require to be very patient to do this, and it's taxing. All the same, you can always hit me up on my email. I'll be sharing my WhatsApp number here, so that if you need to reach me out on WhatsApp for further questions after this class. I was considering that we'll be able to finish this in 1 hour, 30 minutes, but the cost is very big. This is my WhatsApp number. So the lady that asked the question, if there's any other person that wants to reach out to me, please feel free to do that. It's on the chat. Now let's proceed. I already explained how YouTube is very valuable. YouTube music, YouTube, I just categorize them together because YouTube music gives you subscription-based access to, music, and then YouTube gives you access to both videos and so on and so forth. Now let me continue. Let me just do a speed run through this. Now we're going to talk about sheet music libraries. Encoder. Encoder is the largest digital sheet music ever created, like for subscription-based sheet music. Like I said, subscription, that means you pay money. Just like the way you subscribe for your GoTV, decoder, your Netflix, and so on and so forth. It's best for music professionals, conductors, and students that require specific sheet music edition. Like I told you, there are so many editions. There might be Novello edition, there might be Graham edition, just like in textbook now. You want to buy mathematics, you have New National Mathematics, you may have Macmillan publishers, you may have all these publishers. That's how this works come to. Now we have, I would have loved to open the website, but because of time, like I said, it's subscription based. If you require this sheet music on your phones, on your tablets, on your systems, on the go, Encoder also offers, I think, 1 week free trial also. If you are interested, you can start paying for the subscription. Then Sheet Music Direct. Let me see if I can open that one. Sheet Music Direct is for, like I told you, all the hyperlinks are on this PDF, and I'll share it to your emails after this. Sheet Music Direct, you can pay subscription for this, or you can purchase a single sheet music only. When you pay subscription, you get access to all their works for a period of time, maybe for a month. You still renew every month. It's majorly for those that are interested in Broadway, contemporary music. Go ahead. Who has a question?
My question is, since we are getting or we've gotten to the end of the course and we've not actually covered everything.
We have not gotten to the end of the course, unless you want us to close the course now and to run this thing.
No, sorry. It's because I just got a notification about timing.
Don't worry, this meeting is going to continue. I'm using a pro version of Google Workspace.
Okay, no problem.
And there's no way to bypass the subscription from Encoder, Christian. There's no way you can bypass it. That one has no middle ground. You cannot even screenshot the score. You cannot do anything. This one is just straight to the point. You pay for subscription, you have access to our score. The least you can do is maybe use your mobile phone to snap your computer screen, which will be messy, but you cannot. There's nothing you can do about encoder. Encoder is very, 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 very strict. Sheet Music Direct, like I told, is for if you're interested in pop, rock, jazz, Broadway. Sheet Music Direct is where you're going for. It's best for gigging musicians. Like you're a pianist, you just want to play All of Me, or you want to play all this popular piece. You just go to Sheet Music and then grab it. So I don't need to stress too much when it comes to audio streaming platforms. I think we know that more than me. Many of us did our Spotify. What was that thing again? I was training last week. You give us last year Spotify playlist or how the year went. This is music listening to another. So Spotify, Apple Music, AudioMac, Boom Player, all these ones are streaming services. You pay and you get access to it. There is no way to bypass it, unless you get a cracked version, which I don't advise. There's a problem with all these cracks and all this in quotes copy of software. Is a security risk, and as somebody that's into the space of cybersecurity, and will also give you advice that you should not take up all this cracked version. Any software that is cracked, for example, Sibelius, people use cracked version. There is always a cheaper and a freer alternative, like Musco. If you use Microsoft Office cracked, instead of it to use that, why don't you use WPS Office that is free, gives you everything Microsoft Office offers, and also adds AI and automation to it. So I would not advise you to use a cracked software. I would not advise you, because you are giving backdoor for what we call hackers or bad actors or cyber criminals to have access to your PC. This cracked version would not be updated with the latest security patches or security measures to prevent hacking, eavesdropping, ransomware, and so on and so forth. So avoid cracked version. Now, online music stores, iTunes make you buy this music and so on and so forth. Direct purchasing platform. We have sites like Bandcamp where you can buy this sheet music directly. Like I've already showed you, Most Open, you can download music. There's also another one, I think is MP3PM. I can't remember they change their website from time to time. This is mp3.pm. I come here to download different sheet music, especially popular ones, classical music, and so on. I didn't add this one to that's I'll copy it and drop it on the chat. I didn't add it to these slides. I just remembered it now. So remember, this meeting chat closes after the class, and you will not be able to even see it in the recording. So please, if I drop a link on the meeting chat, copy out the link and open it in a tab, or open it in your phone. If you are joining with phone, open it in your Chrome phone, put it in a new tab, so you can always revisit it and bookmark it. These ones are, anyone I drop on this chat, know that is not in the slides, and I may not remember to put it again. All right, let me continue. This one is Tomplay. Now, for soloists, students and teachers, professionals. Now I'm talking about musicians and music students, because I also want a whole lot of music students to be involved in this. You can use Tomplay. It has a whole lot of interactive scores. It's very nice. You can use it for your piano, for your instruments. You're a cellist, you're a violinist, and so on and so forth. You can use it for your rehearsals. It's also, you pay for its subscription. Virtual sheet music, you can buy the sheet music arrangement. You can also view it as a member. Octave is like Netflix of piano. Everything that you need for your piano. If you're a pianist, you need classical, pop, jazz. Like I said, these ones you pay for it. They are not free. They are not free. Over here at this top, sheet music hubs. Okay, I've already told you about these ones. Now, choirs. This is Solfa. Like I said, most of us here are Catholic choristers. Most of us here use Solfa in our day-to-day. These are some I discovered, some sheet music websites where they push Solfa scores there. You can check choir scripts, choral and hymns. I think there's another one, but I don't remember the link again. Like I said, if there's anyone I can't remember, you can share it on the chat so that others too can benefit. Like I mentioned in the beginning, you still have a lot to contend with when it comes to copyright issues and fair use. So take note. If you are publishing somebody's sheet music on maybe SofaScore on on a website, take note. There are things to watch out for. Either you get express permission from the person, or be ready to share royalties with the person, or you place a position a clause where the person can report to take down his work, or there are so many other things that do. But if the person takes the legal way to prosecute you, be ready to dance to the music. There is no middle way about it. There's no middle ground. Like I said, our legal system here is still developing, but you still need to be careful. Now, rehearsal tracks and midis, karaoke's. Now, this is the question. Somebody was asking me about somebody mentioned something in the chat regarding to accompaniments, rehearsal tracks, and stuff like that. So this is for you. This is specially for you. Let me go back to that question. Somebody asked about access to solos for specific voice parts. Okay, choral backup. Okay, choral backup score. Of you raised me up. Choral backup score. Okay, I will teach us how to ask the right questions, because we have something in mind, but we don't know how to ask the question, and it becomes difficult. There's this choral backup score. It's not how you ask the question. Let me show us what I want to show us on this. Rehearsal tracks, one of the biggest banks to get accompaniment tracks is X-Pro. I don't think there's any website that beats these guys. Both for classical music, let me search for Andre Bocelli. Let me just search Andre Bocelli. I want to get Andre Bocelli's performance of maybe audio he used to perform a song. And let me just search Andre Bocelli, for example. If you've listened to Andre Bocelli's Ave Maria, this is the exact background track. Okay, I believe this is I believe by Andre Bocelli and I think Catherine Jenkins. Yes, in their album, this is this background track without any all this. We have this shrill noise or all these filters that will not be clear. This is very neat. The audio tracks are very good. You may not see everything you're looking for in this website, but you see most of what you're looking for in this website. Let me search someone like Luciano Pavarotti. Luciano Pavarotti. Okay, Luciano Pavarotti. This is it. You see Caro Mio Ben, Caruso, different variations of Caruso. And if you click on it, you can change the key. If you want to change the pitch, like if it's too high for you, you can reduce it. -1 will reduce it by 1 semitone. -2 reduce it by 2 semitone and so on. If you want to increase it, maybe is a bit measuring for tenor. You want to increase it to soprano range, or you want to reduce it. You can also reduce the tempo too. If it's very fast, you can reduce it to your own. You can edit all these things and then download that version, this new version of the one you've edited that is suited to taste. You click on this download DL here. It will download this one you have already edited and you use it to perform. So if you want that quality accompaniment track, karaoke track for your next performance for your karaoke night, this is your #1 website, X-Pro. Then video game music is for maybe you want to download a particular soundtrack from a video game. Our gamers in the house would relate. Well, example of my favorite video game I would probably want to use is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So you want to download Who Wants to Be a Millionaire soundtrack. That's pam, 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 pam. Maybe you're doing a quiz show or something. Then you want to use that same background track. You just come here, type Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And then you see it. This is the album, both all those, you know how games are now. There are different segments. The walking in, the full track, all that. And then all those tracks that be playing in the background when somebody's answering a question, you can download it all and use it for your fun games. All right. Any question? Somebody unmuted now. All right. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. Please, is it possible to get, like, for those of us that documenters, is it possible for us to get, um, let's say the auto parts, audio of the auto part of a particular song? Let's say,
Yes, yes,
all we
it's
like
very
the
much
soprano part.
it's very much
Then,
possible. Yeah, that's one of the things I forgot to show us on YouTube. We call that rehearsal tracks. So let me show you Messiah. I want to download Messiah rehearsal track auto. Have you seen it? Rehearsal track auto. I click on this. Because of Messiah is a very popular song, that's why you see it. This full playlist contains only auto. Messiah rehearsal track. All we like sheep is going to be go up with this. That's it. All we like sheep. So this is only for alto with orchestra and everything. They only focus for alto. So if you let me share the link now. You can go back and listen to it. You can after this meeting, like I said, you can always open it in a new tab. YouTube is your number one place when it comes to rehearsal tracks. But if you don't see that, I'm still coming to it. There is this one, choraltracks.com. Let me open it. But this one is you have to subscribe to SoundCloud. And I think no, SoundCloud is free, but you have to. I think you have to pay him to get this. This guy took his time to break down so many major songs we know and beautiful classical pieces into different parts. Like for your choir, you can just subscribe to him. Both your big composers, Eric Witake, Olajielo, name them. You know, Dan Forrest, Audrey Snyder. This guy is just like what he's known for, choral tracks. Look at his playlists. He has different playlists for different choral works, tracks, you know. What's this playlist not showing? Albums. He also has a website, but the website, I was trying to check it out, it was having issues. See, it's auto for a particular part. His website was giving me problems. So I just look at his website, choraltracks.com. I was trying to access it the other day, it was not working. So I did not even add it so that you guys don't have issues. www.choraltracks.com. Let me see if it will open today. Yeah, he has a website, but you have to pay to access this website. While it's opening, let me show you another one. There's this free rehearsal tracks. This one is, like I said, is for only songs that are in public domain. And as a good example is also Handel Messiah. So this one is just Handel Messiah for rehearsal tracks. It will give you the background of Handel Messiah playing while you sing your song. You can also get that on YouTube. In fact, I've seen so many full orchestra version for example, Handel and the rest on YouTube, and they are very nice, like very good. This other one, John Fletcher's Music. John Fletcher's Music is also another website where you can get rehearsal tracks. It says it's the home of rehearsal file for choral singers. You have more than 13,000 pieces of music ready for you, but it's paid. It has plans for your choir. So good stuff, pay for it. You just need to know what you want to achieve as a choir, create a budget, then try to cut corners as much as you can. But there are some things you can't cut corners on, and this is one of them. You now choose which plan is right for you and your choir and arrange that. Then this other one, which link is this? Okay, this one is sipo.net. This one is rehearsal tracks for popular songs. You see Rota songs here, you see some Bach songs here, you see, and so on and so forth. Our scope is very large, and I can't really cover it this night, so I wouldn't be wasting too much time in all this now. John's MIDI files is for MIDI. This is one of the biggest, library for MIDI. MIDI is Music Instrument Digital Interface. MIDI can be converted from MIDI to even musical file. You can use it to even get the sheet music from MIDI. Sorry. So MIDI can also play, but it doesn't sound so fine. It doesn't sound refined like a traditional MP3. So MIDI is like all those tracks composers share for you to hear how the song sounds like, you know, before a choir actually performs it. You know, most of us that are choristers here, that are Catholic choristers, when you're going for film, the composer will compose and share the MIDI with you. You hear how the song is supposed to sound like and feel like. So this John's website is one of the biggest MIDI websites. Now let's enter educational textbooks, okay? This is Center for Open Education. I'm not going to go through all this, please. We don't have time. This is where you get your educational textbooks. And libraries, all these libraries, this Z Library, We Library, musictheory.net, all these places, you can go there and search for other materials. If you are someone that play guitar, you can check your guitar chord here, chord sheets, guitar chord sheets on Codify and Chord. Mobile apps that interaction for music education and music learning. You can check out Perfect here on Play Store. Relative Pitch by John. I don't know if, I think it's no longer on Play Store. Theory lessons and so many other. Now, music communities. We know our WhatsApp platforms. There are so many WhatsApp platforms now. We have, for example, I belong to Chest Opera, Hymn Makers. There are so many of them. I can't even start naming them now. And one peculiar thing about these communities is that a whole lot of people come there to share music resources free and uncensored. Like nobody's stopping you, just request and share. So it's very easy for people to access scores from these communities. I've already I spoke about Facebook, Discord, Telegram, Reddit. I think these platforms, Telegram, Reddit, are underrated. These last three are very much underrated. Discord, I don't really know much about Discord used in accessing music scores or music resources, but I know very well about Telegram. So let me see if I can show you a demo on Telegram. Let me see if I can show you a demo on Telegram. I would rather use my phone because of time, because if I want to use my Telegram desktop, it might be a bit difficult. So I'll use my phone to quickly demonstrate. I'll use my phone to quickly demonstrate. Hold on, let me admit myself. So let me share my phone. I will share this. Let me share my phone screen to demonstrate. All right, so let me open my Telegram to demonstrate. I joined some Telegram communities, and these communities are majorly for the Ghanaian sheet music and other Catholic choristers groups and so on and so forth. Like this score page, score banks, tonic sulfur only, all these Telegram channels, they are very good because they help me search for maybe scores I may not necessarily see on my drive, scores I may not see online, but they will be here. Let me search for James Varick, for example. He's a popular Ghanaian composer. So let me search James Varick. And you know, Telegram has a way of retaining scores. Like the database is a very good database for, you see, I'm seeing a lot of James Varick songs. This one is What Shall I Do? If I need What Shall I Do, I just click here and download it. And I can either save it, I can access it on the go. Look at it, what shall I do? I can simply save it and send it to anybody. This is one of the Telegram channels, Catholic Lifestyle. This is also another one, Staff Language. You know, what I'm trying to say is our Ghanaian brothers have actually, you know, utilized this Telegram much more than Nigerians Nigerians are not really paying attention to Telegram, but our Ghanaian brothers have really utilized this Telegram very well. So a whole lot of their scores are on Telegram. And one beautiful thing about Telegram is open. You can do a universal search, a global search. Even if I don't have the link, I can just come and search for maybe sulfur sheet or sulfur score, and it would open any channel in the world that is open that has something related to sulfur would come out. I click on channels. If you try it with your phone, you see it. This is because I've joined most of this. But if you search, you can also find these Telegram channels. If you're interested in joining these Telegram channels, you can still send me a DM on WhatsApp later. I'll get their links and send. So let me stop sharing. Okay. All right. I just did a demonstration for Telegram because most of us are not utilizing it adequately. Now, this place now, I will just give an explanation. I will not start opening all these things one by one because of time. These are websites to access music courses. When I mean music courses, you want to learn more about your instrument, you want to learn more about maybe a particular music theory, whatever. You want to enroll to a school, maybe Berkeley online to learn. These are different websites, but music is very expensive. I doubt if there are very few. There are websites here you get free music education. They are here. Okay, there are here. You get a website, you get free music education. But majority of them, you have to pay some sort of subscription. Like Coursera, you have to pay for subscription for Coursera Plus, and so many of them. All right, but you see the ones that are written free resources, they are free. All right, they are free. This one is YouTube channels. I told you about YouTube channels for music enthusiasts. You shouldn't miss out channels. Go ahead, ask your question.
For Coursera, I was able to join a meeting whereby you'll be able to bypass. Sorry, I don't know if it's a thing with Nigerian Sha, that if you see financial aid on that course, there's a way you can apply for financial aid. I think you have to wait for about a week or two. If it's approved, then you don't have to pay for the course. Then after the course, you are certified. They give you your certificate on Coursera.
Yeah, you're correct. Actually, I know about that. I just didn't remember it in this instance. We use financial aid to get subsidy for a course. Maybe instead of you to pay, for example, $20 or $40 for the course, you get subsidized to pay only $7, for example. And then you get the certification. There's one thing about Coursera. If you are somebody that just wants to get the knowledge and you don't need a certification, you can use Coursera for free. Watch the videos, practice it, and get everything. But if you need to be certified, you need to pay either for the course, like she explained, using financial aid, or you use Coursera Plus. Coursera Plus will give you access to everything on the Coursera platform, but only within a month. If you are somebody that can learn within a month, you can just do Coursera Plus and get all the knowledge you need within a month. I just gave you an example. There is other platforms. Coursera is just one of them. And MooScore too. MooScore has learning platforms too. Now, comprehensive learning management system. These are classroom platforms. You can use Google Classroom to set up your classroom and teach and give assignments. Remember, I showed you most Open's classroom platform, Adagio. There are other ones, Quiver Aid, and so on and so forth. Some of them are free. Some of them come with different subscription tiers. Either you're doing for tier 1 or tier 2, depending on your budget. And how Leonard launched one recently, we call it Essential Element Music Class. Like I told you, how Leonard is part of MooScore too. These are some of the icons of the popular music studios. For pianists in the house, I don't know if there's any pianist in the house. If there's any pianist in the house, you can react with an emoji. I did not forget you guys. All right. This is different platforms pianists can explore to, get your hands, wet on learning piano, your skills, running arpeggio assignments, different chords, and so on and so forth. This is different platforms, summary table for you. Now, this is where I'm going to do a bit of a breakdown. When you're searching for a piece of music, either audio, video, sheet music, learning the keywords, learning what the song is all about is very important. Just like Edward said something about Now We Are Free. I may not know Now We Are Free as by Hans Zimmer, but I can actually go to YouTube and search Now We're Free and then get the name. Next thing I'll do is I'll try to get Now We Are Free by Hans Zimmer. So I'll also download. The keyword here is what? Download. All right. The first word is what? Download. Next thing is the title. Now We Are Free. I can either put it in parentheses. Sorry, I can either put it in parentheses like this. Now we are free. Now we are free. Then another keyword there is what? Score. PDF. If I want to download audio, I'll say MP3. If I want to download maybe PDF, I'll say PDF. If I want to download slides, I'll say, you know, the different file extension. So now we are free. Score PDF by Hans Zimmer. I'll get so many options to pick from. Now we are free. Honor him. This one is piano. It may take you some time to get exactly what you're looking for, or you may not even see it because someone like Hans Zimmer produced this song for a movie. So it's a movie soundtrack. You can even add, if you cannot see this, you can say, if I'm not getting what I want, I can say download. What's the movie? Who can remember the name of the movie it came from? Feel free to unmute yourself, and if you remember the name of the movie where this soundtrack came from. Okay, the name of the movie is Il Gladiatore, or The Gladiator, from 2002 movie. Download Il Gladiatore. OST is original soundtrack. Score PDF by Hans Zimmer. You see it? You see Gladiator. Hans Zimmer Gladiator sheet music. Let me see if this is real. Okay, see this one, full orchestra from Script. Remember how I told you about how to use Script Downloader? I doubt if this is full orchestra because it's just 32 pages. Okay, it can still be full orchestra because maybe they just selected some parts of the song. Look at what is written here. It says, written by Hans Zimmer, arranged by John Wasson. So if I need this particular song, I have to also indicate the arranger. If I need this particular arrangement, I have to indicate the arranger to get exactly what I want. This particular file is not the best. It's not the best quality I want. So I may probably want to purchase the best quality, or I can even get this. I can be lucky and find it in one of those libraries I described to you, like the Z library, the W library, and so on and so forth. This is just an example. He asked for choir cover. Somebody has to make the choir cover. So you can go to YouTube and search for Now We Are Free choir cover and see if there's any particular choir that did the cover that you find interesting. This is the Gladiator official sheet music. Some composers and movie studios release what we call song books. This is the official song book for your Gladiator. So you'll be only seeing maybe one line with piano. You look at it. This is how you'll be seeing it. You'll be seeing just maybe the melody and piano. You will not see choir arrangements because that's not necessary. They just want you to flow with the song. That's what we call a song book. A song book is not elaborate. They will not give you the choir background and so on. The Might of Rome. This is extra from Might of Rome. I just want to see that Now We Are Free so that you see what I'm saying. Remember, if you want to download this, you can just copy the link and use Script Downloader and download it. Okay. Am I not merciful? Maximus. Honor him. Okay. Honor him. Barbarian Horde. Sorry, guys. I'll round up so that we'll be able to finish this in the next 20 minutes. I know you must have been tired. It's been a busy day for all of us. Now we are free. Okay. See, there's a piano, just the piano lines. Piano lines. They didn't even add the voicing. So most of those movie studios, this is how they publish their scores, just like this. If you are not interested in getting it, you can either write to Hans Zimmer or you can search for a particular arrangement of the piece. So for Edward, I was asking me for chorale backup for this song. Somebody has to do the chorale backup. So you have to find out who has done the chorale backup. You check YouTube. If there's any arranger available, you see if the score is available or you try to download it. Now, I want to download something like a Bach's work. I'm trying to teach us search engine optimization now. I want to download, I don't know this particular song, but I just know the nomenclature. So Bach, we used to use BMV, right? Abi? How they used to do Bach, BWV. BWV 132. 132 score PDF. If I only know just the nomenclature, I can find this song. This is what? Minute in D minor by Bach. Only by using this BWV 132, I have found the song because I know the nomenclature. If I want to download Handel's Messiah, that one is HWV 56 because that's the once I type HWV 56, you see it, Handel's Messiah comes up. If you know the nomenclature, you can find the song without necessarily typing the whole song. And this is usually peculiar to classical composers. They are giving nomenclature. What's this his name? This composer, Henry Purcell is Z. His own is Z. Handel is BWV. Bach is HWV. Bach is BWV, and so on and so forth. So if you have been coming across this course, you notice it, but not many people actually pay attention to all those minor details. But it can help you save time. Maybe you go to YouTube and you see a particular song, like I like this particular song by Bach, Lobe den Herren. Bach. That is Praise to the Lord the Almighty by Bach, the original cantata. So this is the link. I can share it to you guys later. You can listen to it. But what I'm saying is this BWV 137. I can just search, download BWV 137, and I'll find the song without necessarily typing all that. Yes, and for karaoke too, you can use small platform is for karaoke, but of course you cannot do the karaoke outside the platform. And I don't know if it has subscription too. Small became popular during the COVID. Many people couldn't come together, so it became like a sensation. Everybody wants to do collaboration, sing. A lot of people from different parts of the world. Download BWV 137 score PDF. I've been seen a Lobed and Heron that is praise to the Lord the Almighty. And that's it. Let me still check my slides if there's anything I'm missing. Like I said, keywords, knowing the name of the composer or arranger is very important. Be precise about the genre. You can even add instruments. For example, I want to download Now We Are Free, piano. I would now write download Now We Are Free, piano score PDF by Hans Zimmer. Sorry, what did I write? Hans Zimmer. Now it narrows all the search to just piano. Narrows the search to just piano. It would filter every other thing and give me just piano. And that's the same too. If you are downloading a particular song for a particular instrument, you can write clarinet score PDF. You can write oboe score PDF, and so on and so forth. It helps you find exactly what you're looking for. If you don't know exactly what you're looking for, that's where YouTube comes in. You can go to YouTube, search for it, go through the description, or you can even use Shazam the song, find out information about the song. Okay, not many of us use the first line of a song to search for a song. For example, Please send me the song of When I Remember. The song is My Story by Jude Nnam, not When I Remember. If you search it When I Remember on the internet, you may find it, but you may not also find it. I'm just giving an example we can all relate to. So optimized filters. There are other websites that also help you to dig deeper, built-in filters. You can also add things like upload date. You can use the plus and the minus operation. Let me show you plus operation. No, no verse. When I think say this is easy, Abi. It don't sound like say we did classroom. Easy. All those people they ask for scores is not easy. Let's say download good. I remembered one now. Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt score. I'm using plus operation. Piano plus voice score PDF by Steven Schwartz. I don't know if I can spell it well. Steven. It's easy for me now because I actually know the composer. But if you don't know the composer, you can just stop at this place. You can stop this place. You can stop Prince of Egypt. Stop here. You can stop here. All right. So it gives me all the books that have both piano and voice, and this is it. This is it. This PDF copy is very helpful. Like I can find many resources here and on Script. Remember, use Script downloader. Let me show you how the thing looks like. For those that don't know Prince of Egypt, it's also a cartoon by Walt Disney telling the story of Moses and the Genesis story of how he delivered the children of Israel from the hands of Pharaoh. It's a very passionate, beautiful piece. And the HD version came out in, I think, during 2018, 2019. The HD version, it was early 2000s it was produced. Sorry, 1998. It was produced 1998. Many of us have not been born. So see, it's this one. Which all I ever wanted is the first song. Look at it now. It starts with a soaring piano, triplet, 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 triplet. Then it's gleaming in the moonlight. For those that know the song, cool and clean, all I ever known, all I ever wanted. This is just like I told you. This is the song book. They will only give you the melody and the piano. They will not give you the whole choir arrangement. Like for those that know me, for my chaplaincy, when we are preparing for my canzona I'm from Futo, Golden Voices Choir Futo. I'm proud of them. My final year canzona 12, we're trying to incorporate some songs from this book into our concert. So we had to do a whole lot of digging. We looked for this song, Deliver Us. I think it's the second song here. Also. We searched for Deliver Us. We were not seeing a full choir arrangement. We had to come up with one. We arranged our own. We orchestrated it. Then we took these scores and expanded on it. Worked. We saw some arrangements, so definitely. I saw some arrangements on both score. Then look at it. Deliver Us with the sting of the whip on my shoulder. All right, let me go back to where I'm deviating a bit. Building your sheet music library. This is where I'm going to end. How do you build your sheet music library? Basically, it's a straightforward process. It's just what? Converting physical scores. It involves converting your physical scores to digital files. Like when I started with converting some of my traditional choir books. I don't know if I have some of them here. Okay, I don't have some of them here. But there are some more choir books I was able to convert. I'll be sharing with you guys my drive shortly. I converted them from the traditional, choir score with a digital scanner to PDFs so that you can share. Those that know me well, probably been know me with maybe Ali Okoro's songs or maybe my own songs, transcriptions, or so on and so forth. You see a lot of those I converted from traditional hard copy to sheet music, soft copy. So what I'm saying is you can start it. You can actually take all those your choir repertoires, scan them, put it on your choir drive, arrange it. One is you can easily retrieve these materials It's very portable. You can protect it from wear and tear, and it will remain for future generations. Why we are losing so many of this our sheet music? Why I'm stressed to find a song by maybe Salah Zekweme, for example, or maybe Sir Fela One or some of those patriarchs in the music industry in Nigeria is because many of those their old sheet music is resting somewhere. Nobody has actually revitalized them. Somebody started a project of bringing back these books into the standard staff so far. I must give a tribute to him, Maestro Ike Eseka Esquire. He started this project way back early 2000s. He started arranging most of those scores into staff and sulfur, putting them in a very neat version that people across the world can use and perform. So many other people have done these projects, putting the traditional sheet music into staff and sulfur. So it's not easy, but this one, like I said, is patience. You have to go ahead, ask your question. Go ahead, ask your question.
No, it's not a question actually. I'm just applauding the work.
Oh, okay. Somebody's trying to join. Who is that? Edward. Did Edward leave? What happened? Is Edward, are you joining from another device? Sorry, I just saw this now. All right. So, like I said, you can actually scan your local sheet music. You can acquire this PDF, like I showed you, through those websites. You can even remember you want it to be easy, so you have to make some effort to arrange it, organize it, put the names properly, arrange them in subfolders. So to demonstrate this, I'll be sharing my own sheet music drive shortly. Where are you? Okay, sorry, I got it here. Drive. Okay, my drive. This is my folder. My drive is opening. So this is my drive folder. Let me change the view. I want the view to be in a block form. Yes. So these are different folders. All right. But there's so many things to check out here. All right. Advent and Christmas is only for Advent and Christmas songs. And there are still subfolders there. This one is Savior of the World. There's one Christmas cantata, Savior of the World. I took my time to arrange this. Angels from the Realms of Glory by, I think this is by McWebegs and Marshall McDonald's arrangement. Away in the Manger. Who has this Away in the Manger? Okay, this should be just a random Away in the Manger. I put in a folder here. So this is just one folder, only Advent and Christmas songs. So anytime I'm looking for Advent and Christmas songs that are generic in nature, like they're not peculiar to any particular composer or arranger, I just come here because this is where I just put them together. Then African folk pieces. There are so many African folk pieces, but this is when I started collecting this particular this thing for someone or for an assignment. I just put them all here. There are so many of them. All right. What I'm doing is any day I come to this, it's very easy for me to navigate my way. And I did it. It wasn't automatic. I had to create these folders. This is Amici Forever Opera Band, one of the well-known bands, in 2006, opera bands. This one is transcription by I. Armstrong. This guy is a Ghanaian, I think. I like his writing, so I just collected some of his works. This is Bach's cantata. This is like works from Bach, from Mozart, and from other classical musicians. I just keep some of them here. This one is Beckenhorst Publisher. Somebody trying to join the meeting again. Who is this? Any person that is seeking admission now probably did not use the email he used. Oh God, because if you use the email you used to register, you join automatically. All right, let me go back to my drive. This is a Nigerian composer, Benjamin Uko. I like his songs. I just collected all his songs, made a copy of it. This is one of the biggest folders that has subfolders and other subfolders, Catholic hymn book. this Catholic hymn book has collection of Catholic hymn books like this one. I don't know if there's any way I can make this bigger. Let me close this. Let me remove this insight. I think it's good. We have, this is a Catholic composer, just some of his songs here. You know, ancient Yoruba hymns. These are Catholic sacred hymns. This is songs by Ayo Loranti. You know, I'm just trying to show you how much work that goes into this. Okay, this is Ave Maria. Just on Ave Marias, this is different songs that relate to Mary, Mariology, Ave Marias, and different other Mary songs. These are new songs. Canticum Novo. Canticum Novo means a new song. This is Catholic hymn. Now, all these folders have subfolders and maybe different songs. This is all the songs I got it from a website. The Concord, a library, Concordia University Choir Library. Coro Laudate. Remember, I told you guys about Coro Laudate. This is all the songs I got from Coro Laudate. The Alleluias are all arranged here. Gregorian chants. I am a fan of Gregorian chants, so I just can't help myself. Negro spirituals. This is just Negro spirituals from Coro Laudate alone. Parts of Mass from Coro Laudate alone. The website Coro Laudate. Sacred music and popular songs from Coro Laudate alone. All these things are running into hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So let me not bore you guys with my long collection, but it's just to show you that it really takes time. This is Days. Days is if you're a Catholic, you probably had one or two Days songs like Jesus Remember Me, like Veni Sancte Spiritus, and so on and so forth. So this is just on Catholic hymn books. This is other composers like Christopher Tin. I collected some of his works previously. Both international composers, Nigerian composers. Just like I said, is your library. Is what you want to use it for, right? You have this liberty to do anything, gather your songs, put it in different folders, documents on sacred music, so on and so forth. It goes on and on. My songs has depth and my library is very rich. So you can also do a library like this. Let me show you a particular place where I put all those links. There was a time people were sharing links to their own digital libraries. Okay, this is it. Somebody created this, a choir, I think it's St. Cecilia Choir Unilag. They created their own library like this for their repertoire for Mass. Entrance hymns in one folder, Kyrie, Glory, and so on and so forth. It makes it easy now. I can easily just, come here. Have you seen the St. Cecilia Choir? They are the owners, St. Cecilia Choir Unilag. So thank you guys for creating this beautiful library. It's very much organized. You open it, you see offertory songs on one side. You open, it makes it easy for any person searching for a resource to get, This is under shared with me. So I just put all of them in one folder. Like I said, that links folder is where all of them are. Okay, let me quickly share these links to external liturgical music folder so you guys can check it out later. Just that one. I won't share you link to my drive. Sorry, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm just sharing this one so you guys can check these other ones later. Let me see. Let me check the setting of who can access it. Okay, let me remove it from restricted to anyone with a link. Done. So I'll be dropping the link now in the chat. Some of my friends here, we know how we do them now, so I don't need to talk too much. So this is the link for all those digital libraries. You can just look at it to compare how to arrange your own. And please feel free to make copies. You can make copies of those libraries. For example, instead of me to, maybe one day now, the admin or the owner of the emails can decide to kick me out. I will not be able to access these links. If I have time, I can just mark all these things, like select everything. How do I do that? Select all again. Okay, let me do Control A. Does it work that way? If it's on my phone now, if I just select it, I can just easily select. Okay. Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay, I'm trying to select. Okay, one selected. I want to select all. But all the same is, if I select one, if you are using phone, it becomes easy actually. You select all the folders here and you do what? You right click and you do what? Make a copy. Make a copy. See this place, they don't make a copy, right? You can just simply create a folder on your drive and let me click on make a copy to show you now. It would what? Automatically create a copy for me. But if I'm using my mobile app, for example, it will ask me where I want to like move it to or where I want to make this copy. I can even create a new folder with these songs and make a copy for myself. You understand? So feel free to make a copy for yourself. All right. So that in case if the admin of this libraries decides to restrict access to other people, you wouldn't be left out. Okay. Somebody has to do it. So somebody took the pain. Consider yourself lucky that you got it and try to also create your own copy. Now I've given us practicals on how to create and curate your digital library. All right. Like I said, consistent naming, cloud storage and backups. You can also use Telegram too to you can use Telegram too to create your choir library. You can use Telegram too to create your choir library. Like I created a choir library for my own parish choir here on Telegram. All I did is I added everybody to the Telegram channel and uploaded all our scores, the ones that we use frequently. So that if you're having issues, maybe you want to find this song, you can just go to Telegram and search that song and have access to it. Have multiple backups. Like even if my phone gets missing today, I have on the drive, I have on Telegram, I have on my PC. So have multiple backups to ensure that to prevent data loss. Okay. Remember, Google Drive gives you 15 gig. So you may not want to put all your files on one Google Drive before it's filled, and then they'll tell you to pay to subscribe for more space. So you can divide it. If you have all those big files, you can divide them and put out on Google Drive. There's something I'm forgetting. I just remembered quickly. I forgot to mention about internet archives. I'm sorry about that. I just remembered it. Internet archives actually, let me share. I would share. I'm using another PC, so let me share my screen on that other PC. I'll show you some folders I was able to create from Internet Archive, like some songs I was able to download from Internet Archives. Internet Archives have it's one of the biggest it's one of the biggest online resources for music, one of the biggest online resources for when it comes to music. All right. Internet Archives, there you can borrow books, read it, and when you borrow these books and read it, you can return it. It's not every book that they allow you to borrow anyway. I believe you guys are seeing the display on this system. So this folder called Corel Books, about 69 of these books, I downloaded them from Internet Archives. These are very big books, like Corel books for choir, for solos. Somebody was asking me something about songs for a particular voice. You can get them on Internet Archive. You can get them on Internet Archive. This is some Mark Wahlberg. Okay, this one is not from Internet Archive. It's from YUMPL Downloader. There are so many resources I cannot share with you guys now because of time. Look at areas for solo voices. Okay, this is for areas for baritone, areas for bass. This is what full books. Look at it. One file is about 160 something MB. So it's not even something I can easily share. Let me show you guys how to get the Internet Archives downloader plugin. It's a plugin that you add to your browser. All right, if you go to your browser, you see these extensions at this top corner. You see extensions. You click on extensions. You see manage extensions. You click on manage extensions. Then the extensions page will now appear. All right. Then I'll go to Chrome Web Store. Actually, these extensions work better on Microsoft Edge than Microsoft Chrome. So you might want to consider using Microsoft Edge for it. Then you now search Internet Archives Downloader. Internet Archives Downloader. Internet Archive Downloader. You click on it. There's one particular one that is trusted. That one it has green icon, but it takes time to find anyway. But I already have it on my Edge browser, so let me just waste our time. Like I told you, Edge browser works better for when it comes to extensions and all these plugins and so many other things too. It also allows some Java runtime environments for some applications that you're running with Java. If you're a software person, you would understand better. So while that one is opening, let me continue this. This is just a summary of everything I've said. Audio, you must have every chorister, every professional musician, you must have your rehearsal time and you must have a rehearsal routine. So these applications and all these tools I've shared with you should help you to maximize your rehearsal. So these are basic tools. Let me stop sharing this one so that you guys can see the other slide. These are basic tools. These are basic tools every chorister should have. All right. Every chorister, at least, should have a composition software or a notation software. Like I use Musco. Some of us can be using the cracked Sibelius. It's fine. It's fine. You can use Musco or Sibelius. It helps you when you want to put down your music idea, put it there. There are some other resources my friends are developing, like Daniel Azubin is developing a music resource on how to convert staff to sulfur. Cosmos Adedero is developing a music composition software on how to compose with sulfur. There are other musicians that are doing this and programmers that are doing this too. You too can do it. Feel free to jump on to the amazing space of technology, embracing technology and music together. For my brother that is also into sound production, Ude Madokasi, he's going to have a class on Sunday. It's like an advertisement I'm doing for him. You can join that class too if you want to learn more about orchestration, music orchestration. You want to learn more about practice, music orchestration, music theory. That guy is a guru. I don't need to talk too much. Those that know him, know him. If you don't know him, you need to know him. So I will be dropping the link to his let me get my phone. I'll be dropping the link to his class. It's free. It's free. You don't need to pay for it. It's a kind of birthday giveaway. So with this, I've come to the end of my class. Really, I don't want to keep you guys longer than this. I really wish I could dive deeper, but see, 2 hours is not even enough to break this whole thing down. But with this, like I've dropped my contact. If there's anything you need, please feel free to reach out to me. Questions? Let me stop talking. Questions? Feel free. Let me check the chats. Okay, let me start with, I hope you guys got value for, at least for your money and your time. Feel free, give me what you've learned. Feel free, give me your reviews, ask questions. I'm all in.
Hello.
Hello. Please
You can
introduce
say
yourself. I don't know who I'm
my,
talking with, please.
my name is Frances Bubai.
Okay, Francis.
I'm a singer, soprano singer. So if you saying if we had value for our time and money, if it's that money, the value we got is more than what we paid for actually. So here's me saying thank you for sharing your resource with us.
Thank you very much. I need questions now, please. Questions, reactions, everything. Questions. I need questions, or do we want to just go like that? I wanted this to be very much interactive. Questions, Edward, Divine, where are my people now? Now only 8 people did this call like this. Christian, no question. Frank, Joy. All right. I just let me just drop the link. Then we'll round it up here. I mean the link for Cassie's training. The time for that one is 6 p.m. Sunday. I know it's kind of sudden for some people, but if you want to join, you feel free to join, please. I'll be sharing this PDF. Let me stop recording so that the recording wouldn't get too long. Basically, we have rounded up.